Your coworker who sits 3 desks away just became a millionaire. Same salary as you, same company, same starting year. But somehow, they crossed 7 figures while you're still wondering if you can afford that vacation. The difference isn't luck. It's a system. And today, you're going to learn exactly how they did it. Here's what nobody tells you about building wealth on a regular salary. It's not about making more money. It's about making your money make money. And the math behind it is so simple, so repeatable, that once you see it, you'll wonder why everyone isn't doing this. Most people think becoming a millionaire requires a 6-figure income, a lucky stock pick, or a business that goes viral. The truth is far more accessible and far more certain. With an average salary and the right system, millionaire status isn't just possible, it's inevitable. The question isn't if you can do it. The question is whether you are willing to follow a proven formula that works regardless of your starting point. Let's start with the math that changes everything. If you invest $500 every month with an average annual return of 10%, you'll have $1 million in 30 years. Not 35 years. Not 40 years. 30 years. That's the power of compound interest, and it's been called the eighth wonder of the world for a reason. Einstein allegedly said that compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. Whether he actually said it or not, the principle holds true. But here's where most people get it wrong. They focus on that 10% return and think it's impossible or too risky. Let me be clear. The S&P 500, which is just the 500 largest companies in America, has averaged about 10% annually over the past century. Some years it's up 20%. Some years it's down 10%. But over time, it averages out to around 10%. You're not betting on one company. You're betting on the entire American economy continuing to grow. And if that bet doesn't pay off, we all have bigger problems than our investment portfolios. Now let's talk about that $500 a month. On a $50,000 salary, that's 12% of your gross income. Sounds like a lot until you realize most people waste more than that on subscriptions they don't use, food they don't eat, and purchases they don't remember making. The average American spends over $300 a month on dining out alone, another $100 on subscription services. The money is already there. You're just directing it toward building wealth instead of building someone else's wealth. Here's the critical shift in thinking. Most people see their salary as money to spend. Wealthy people see their salary as seed money for investments. Every dollar you earn is a soldier in your army. You can either send that soldier to die in the war of consumption, or you can send it to conquer territory that generates more soldiers. When you invest $500, you're not losing $500. You're deploying 500 soldiers who will recruit more soldiers through compound growth. Let's break down the actual wealth-building system that turns a regular salary into millionaire status. This isn't theory. This is the exact playbook that has worked for millions of regular working people who followed it consistently. Step 1 is automating your investments before you see the money. This is non-negotiable. If you wait until the end of the month to invest what's left over, there will never be anything left over. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck directly into your investment accounts. Most employers allow you to split your direct deposit. Send 12% straight to your investment account before it touches your checking account. What you don't see, you don't spend. This removes willpower from the equation entirely. Step 2 is maximizing tax-advantaged accounts first. If your employer offers a 401k match, you're leaving free money on the table if you're not taking full advantage of it. A 50% match on 6% of your salary is an instant 50% return on that money. Show me another investment that guarantees 50% returns immediately. After maxing the match, focus on a Roth IRA where your money grows completely tax-free. That means when you withdraw it in retirement, you pay 0 taxes on decades of growth. 0. For someone in the 22% tax bracket, that's like getting a 22% bonus on all your gains. Step 3 is choosing low-cost index funds and forgetting they exist. This is where people get into trouble. They try to time the market. They try to pick individual stocks. They watch CNBC and panic when the market drops 5%. Here's what wealthy people know. The market will drop. It will drop a lot sometimes. And every single time it has dropped in history, it has eventually gone higher than before. The S&P 500 has survived 2 world wars, a Great Depression, multiple recessions, a global pandemic, and every crisis you can imagine. And it's still up over the long term. When the market crashes, you're not losing money. You're getting stocks on sale. If your favorite cereal went on sale for 50% off, would you stop buying it because the price dropped? No. You'd buy more. The same logic applies to investing. Market drops are buying opportunities, not selling signals. This is why you automate everything and check your accounts as little as possible. The less you look, the less you'll be tempted to make emotional decisions that destroy wealth. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What if you can't afford $500 a month? Start with whatever you can afford. $200 a month invested for 30 years at 10% still gives you over $400,000. $100 a month still gives you over $200,000. The key is starting now and staying consistent. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. Someone who invests $200 a month starting at age 25 will have more money at 65 than someone who invests $500 a month starting at age 45. That's the power of compound interest. The earlier you start, the less you need to invest. Here's another strategy that accelerates the timeline. Every time you get a raise, increase your investment rate. If you get a 3% raise, increase your investment contribution by 2% and enjoy the extra 1% in your paycheck. This way, your lifestyle improves slightly while your wealth building accelerates dramatically. Most people inflate their lifestyle with every raise, which is why they never get ahead. You're going to use raises to buy your future freedom instead. Let's talk about the psychology that separates millionaires from everyone else. Millionaires delay gratification. They understand that every dollar spent today is multiple dollars not available in the future. When you buy a $4 coffee every workday, you're not spending $20 a week. You're spending money that could have grown to over $50,000 in 30 years. That's not a guilt trip. That's math. Once you see every purchase through this lens, your spending habits change automatically. But here's the balance. You can't deprive yourself into happiness. The goal isn't to live like a monk for 30 years and then suddenly enjoy life. The goal is to find the sweet spot where you are investing enough to become wealthy while still enjoying the present. This is where budgeting becomes your friend, not your enemy. A good budget tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It gives you permission to spend on what matters while cutting ruthlessly on what doesn't. Most people have it backwards. They think they need to earn more to invest more. The truth is, you need to invest more to earn more. Your investments eventually become a second income source, then a third income source, then your primary income source. The goal of investing isn't to have a big number in your retirement account. The goal is to reach a point where your investments generate enough passive income that work becomes optional. That's true wealth, not a number. Freedom. Here's what the next 30 days look like if you're serious about this. Week 1. Calculate exactly how much you can invest monthly without causing financial stress. Week 2. Open or optimize your tax-advantaged accounts. Week 3. Set up automatic investments into low-cost index funds. Week 4. Remove investment apps from your phone and commit to checking your accounts no more than quarterly. That's it. 4 weeks to set up a system that builds millionaire-level wealth automatically. The compound interest clock is ticking right now. Every month you wait to start investing costs you thousands in future wealth. Not because you missed out on 1 month of contributions, but because you missed out on decades of compound growth on that contribution. The best time to start investing was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. Today. This moment. Your coworker who became a millionaire didn't have a secret advantage. They didn't win the lottery or inherit money. They simply started investing early, stayed consistent, and let compound interest do what it does best. Multiply money. They followed the same system you now understand. The same system that has created more millionaires than any other wealth-building strategy in history. The same system available to you right now regardless of your current salary or savings. Becoming a millionaire on a 9-to-5 salary isn't about luck. It's about math, discipline, and time. You have access to the math. You can develop the discipline. and time will pass whether you invest or not. 30 years from now, you'll either be a millionaire who followed a simple system, or you'll be wondering what would have happened if you had started today. The choice is entirely yours. The system works. The only question is whether you'll work the system.